Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First frame, Gary Cook to break.
And a very good day to you, and welcome back to the New Century Hall here in Manchester for the 1996 Embassy Whirlpool Championship. And as Suzanne said, this our first semi-final. You've caught us at the right time here on Sky Sports, and you've tuned into the right channel. It's Gary Cook from Guernsey in the Channel Islands, and his opposition in the form of Greg Farren from Ireland. And very early, Gary Cook, a ball in off the break, so his choice of color, remaining. It's an open table regardless of what color he makes off the break. So whichever one that he fancies, that'll be the ball in play. Well, questionable whether Gary has made the right choice. He's in with reds in play, and I don't think he'll be too happy with that shot. I think he intended to block the pocket there on Greg Farren. Both of these players had contrasting routes to the semifinal. Greg Farren, fairly comfortable win over Nigel Davis in the quarterfinal by virtue of a 9-5 victory, whereas Gary Cook had to scrape home 9-8 over England's Bill Hovan.
30 seconds remaining.
So it was an edge of the seater for him. Very big edge and experience to the Irishman. Little doubt in that. Greg Farren, a beaten finalist in this event, 1994. Whereas Gary Cook didn't get by the first round here last year. An 8-1 loser to England's Stacey Vine. He had his baptism in the televised stage in his quarterfinal encounter. He came through that one with flying colors. Very promising young player, 30 years of age. And right now, he looks in a very promising position. Just a quick look at where the black is situated. The two reds definitely at Gary's mercy. It looks like he's going to have to try and stun over, get that black into the bottom left corner as we look. So the position from this last red to black of utmost importance. Could have stood with about another 6 inches on the cue ball, but this is potable. And it looks good. It's there. Gary Cook opens accounts in the semifinal. It's a best of 19 affair, and he leads Greg Farren of Ireland by 1 frame to 0.
Go, Gary. Good.
A very disconsolate Greg Farren. Slow walk back to the chair. There were a couple twitches from Gary Cook in his quarterfinal match against Bill Hovan, where he showed a little bit of nerves on the televised stages, but That has not been the case today. He's looked every bit a worthy semifinalist here.
If he carries on in this vein, he looks a worthy finalist to me. Will he just drop this in and put the black in the center? Or doesn't it go in the center?
It doesn't look like it goes from our camera angle. I think he's got to just get through the gap here for the black into the same pocket.
What a superb shot.
Played like a champion. It's 3 frames in a row for Gary Cook. And that's the main reason that he leads Greg Farren from Ireland by 6 frames to 3 in this race to 10. And there you can see very clearly full pocket. So if he does decide to go for game here, he's going to need a good positional shot from this red to the one up the table. Not too sure that's advisable.
He may even have to choose to take it in the opposite corner. He may not have the angle to come back and get on it into the corner of the red spy. He may have to slide down the side cushion. He's caught the yellow, and as we thought, I wonder what he's muttering to himself.
It's not for television audiences.
And I think we're going to have another big double.
30 seconds remaining.
He's taking the cut on with a lot of check side. Pick the bones out of that one. That's a superb shot.
Well, Greg Farren has really been the master of comebacks in this tournament. And if he gets this black, and he does, the comeback complete here. He trailed 6-3 at one stage to Gary Cook. He's won the last 3 to level it at 6 apiece. 6 frames in a row the man from Ireland has taken. Completely turned this match around.
Open time.
We had a small discussion when Gary led 6-3. And we felt that it would be very difficult for Greg to win the next 10 frames 7-3. Well, he looks like winning it 7-0. I think he just wants to get out of there, Jim.
Well, he showed good resilience in his quarterfinal win over Bill Hoven.
Red ball's in play.
Very good opening red. Now, can it catapult him into staving off elimination here? He can't afford any more mistakes. No more miscues.
At some stage, he's going to have to play an intricate shot. The balls are very close together. That's worked out well.
Just goes to show you, I would have just softly cannoned into the black to leave the red into the center. The way he's played it has completely opened the table up for him. All three reds available.
I'm not sure that was the right selection. I think the red into the other corner would have been better. But he's just managed to hold onto the red ball. But where's the black going?
The only possibility that I can see is trying to get a cannon off one of the yellows in potting the red to try and bring the cue ball back to the bottom half of the table as we look and leave the black on, but that's a tall order.
Foul.
And that could be the beginning of the end.
2 visits.
I think that could be the end of the end.
5 yellows.
Losing control of the white might well have cost Gary Cook a chance at lifting the crown here.
I think the big secret, Jim, is that he's lost control in his mind. The start of the match he was thinking so well, and now all of a sudden he was taking the balls in the wrong order. He was missing easy shots. And while his confidence has diminished, Greg's has got higher and higher. And now I should think Greg would like to stay on and play the final.
Well, that's certainly the nature of the beast, Alan. When your opponent starts to struggle, your confidence starts to grow. Right now, Greg Farren looking very much like a worthy finalist. He's got 4 remaining yellows and then the black to follow. And lest we forget, he's still got that 1 miss in hand. So if he does fall out of position, which isn't too likely, he can just lay it over the pocket.
Thirty seconds remaining.
Two simple yellows. You can't help but be impressed by the way Greg Farren held himself together in this one. The challenge came hard and fast from Gary Cook. Once he answered back, he started to find the form that we all knew he was capable of. And there will be no upset in this semifinal. Down goes the black, and a very delighted Greg Farren. I'm certain he took the last 7 frames in a row to beat Gary Cook from the Channel Islands by 10 frames to 6, and he's through to the 1996 Embassy Whirlpool Final.